In this Procreate tutorial, you'll learn how to create hand lettering using stamp guides. Stamp guides will help you maintain consistent shapes and spacing while refining your style. I downloaded this stamp set a few years ago, but for the life of me, I cannot find where I purchased it from. If you do a quick Google search of Procreate lettering guides or Procreate lettering grid, you will find lots of options from Creative Market or Etsy. I'm using the iPad Pro with the Apple Pencil and the Procreate app. If you're new to Procreate, I also have a video called 25 Procreate Tips and Tricks, which I suggest to watch first because as I draw, I'll be using these shortcut actions. I will link that video below. So grab your favorite tea or coffee and let's start drawing. All right, so I'm gonna start off with a canvas in portrait mode. Usually I have them in landscape, but for the sake of this exercise, I think it just looks aesthetically better if we do it in portrait. Okay, so starting off, I have imported a brush set. So with this set, there is tons of different templates. So I'm gonna give you an example of one called Geneva. All you gotta do is stamp it. It's kind of like a brush. And here are your guides for where you're gonna put your lettering. So to start off, I have a background already. I don't know if you can see, it's kind of like a textured linen paper. And then I'm gonna create a new layer on top of that. And then I'm gonna go to my canvas and I'm gonna enable the drawing guide. So if you have your drawing guide enabled, just hit edit drawing guide and make sure that your grid size is kind of small like this. You don't want it, too big. So I'm gonna put it really small. This is just gonna help me place the templates. So I'm gonna go back to my banner stamps. I'm not gonna do like a whole big one. I'm just gonna do individual ones where you can kind of build it yourself. So I'm gonna start off with a banner up. Now keep in mind, again, these are brushes. So when you stamp them, they can be really small or big, and you can adjust it here with the brush size setting. So if I stamp it here, that's pretty small. So I'm gonna have to adjust this until I feel that it's right. Kind of something like that. Now, because this is kind of hard to see, I'm gonna just grab a red color. I'm just gonna go back and get a monoline brush, and then I'm gonna draw a center line. This might not be smack dab in the center, but we're gonna use this as our point. All right, let's create another layer. Go back to black, go back to our banner stamps, and I'm gonna do the banner up. And I'm gonna place it maybe just right here. And then I'm gonna create another layer. And then for the second line, I'm gonna do the slant right. Again, we're gonna just click anywhere on the red line. And I kind of don't want it touching the other one, so I'm gonna go down a bit. And we're gonna add another layer. And this time I'm gonna select the small arch down. Next, we're gonna get rid of the drawing guide. And I kind of want to decrease the size of the top one. All right, and then I'm gonna get rid of the red line. And then we're gonna group all of these by swiping right. And I'm just gonna move it to the center. And then from here, we can start our lettering. So the phrase I'm gonna use is, "You are loved." All right, so going back down to all of these guides, we're gonna hit the N and we're gonna decrease the opacity just to see what we're working with. And then I'm gonna create a new layer on top of the top arch, and I'm gonna grab my monoline brush, and then we're gonna start with the lettering. So as you can see, there's like a center line on each of these. We're gonna use that as our starting point. And the first word is YOU. So to make this centered, we're gonna put the O in the center so that we can establish that as the middle line, and everything is gonna be symmetrical. So now there is no right or wrong to doing lettering. In fact, I am not an expert at this. Everyone has their own unique style. This tutorial is just for you to start and to get some practice if you're interested in doing lettering. Now, if you haven't watched my other tutorial, it's called 25 Procreate Tips and Tricks. I'm going to show you just some tricks right here. If I don't let go of my Apple Pencil, it's going to make a really nice circle. Now if I put my finger on here, it's going to create a perfect circle. But we're not going to do that. We just kind of want an oval shape. And just by doing some math, I'm probably going to do each letter using, I guess, 3 spaces here. Again, if you don't let go of your pencil, it'll become a straight line. Now, if you've ever done typography before, the space in between each of the letters is called kerning, and the Y is way too far away from the O. So I'm just gonna select that and move it over a little bit. Even though it's mathematically correct, it's just the visuals of it that is pleasing to the eye. So I'm gonna move that just a little bit more. Okay, now this is just a guide. We can go in and dress it up after. So I'm just gonna get the basics down first. The second word, we're gonna create another layer. And again, 3 letters. The middle letter is the R. So we're gonna do the R in the center. All right, so for the last word, we're gonna create another layer at the top there, and the middle letter is V. So this is what we're left with, and now we can embellish the fonts. We can make them look 3D. We can add some swashes or some flourishes. The sky is the limit. So next I'm gonna probably thicken these letters a little bit. All right, this is far from perfect. All right, next I'm gonna put a little bit of embellishment around the letters, kind of like a 1920s type of font. Next, I'm gonna do kind of like a 3D effect. So I'm gonna grab a different type of brush. I'm gonna do just a sketch brush. Let's try a 6B pencil. And this 3D effect is kind of you looking up at the words. All right, next up, I'm just gonna do some embellishments and then we're done. All right, so for the flourishes, I'm gonna use a calligraphy brush. Now these designs are literally just random. It's whatever comes to my head. I am just gonna try to fill all the spaces. Now this calligraphy brush is really cool because as I press, it has more ink, and if I let go, it doesn't. So I'll give you an example. I'm gonna press really hard and it's very pressure sensitive. So you can, fill up the whole canvas with this type of design. All right, guys, I think I'm gonna stop there. You can keep going and fill the entire canvas. The sky is the limit. For more drawing tutorials and gadget reviews, be sure to subscribe to Draw with Marina.